welcome to the video. This is going to be a good one. So 1 month ago, I took an at-home blood test, sent it off to a lab, and discovered that I had 308 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone in my blood. Now, this is on the low side, so I put together a plan to naturally increase my testosterone levels over a 3-month period. Well, I've now got my next blood test result back, and the results are interesting. Now, before we get to the result, just a very quick recap. The plan was to naturally increase my testosterone levels by making sure I got the full 8 hours of sleep each night, lifted heavier weights during my workouts, and introduced more fats into my diet, as well as supplementing with omega-3 and vitamin D. All of these were based on studies that show that these can naturally increase your testosterone levels. So, how did I get on? Well, I managed to stick to the plan pretty damn well. There were a couple of nights where I got a little bit less than my 8 hours, but in general, I got the full 8 hours every night. I lifted heavier and I introduced more compound lifts into my workouts, and my nutrition was absolutely on point. I hit my calorie targets each day, I introduced more fat into my diet, and I took my multivitamin, my omega-3 and my vitamin D tablets every day without fail. So yeah, pretty happy with my commitment to this plan. It's going well. Okay, let's not waste any more time. My new result. Drum roll, please. I now have 421 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone in my blood, compared to 308 last month. That is a 37% increase. Not too shabby. Now, there's always going to be fluctuation depending on what time the blood was taken, things like that. So a slight increase could be down to that. However, a 37% increase, 308 to 421, that seems like more than just a fluctuation to me. That seems like progress based on the changes I've implemented. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's the way I'm reading this. As I said in the day 1 video, I changed a lot of things here, so it's impossible to say which one of these changes had the biggest impact, or if it was a combination or not. But I can say that doing all of these changes does seem to have had an impact. It could also be that 421 is actually my normal level, and last month when I got 308, that was an anomaly for some reason. However, we'll know more next month when we get the next blood test result. We'll be able to make better judgment then. It feels good to make some progress, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit worried that the results wouldn't have moved or worse, gone down, but to see it actually go up makes me want to keep going at this. Now, this was a really cool blood test actually. It cost more than the last one, but it did look at over 50 other markers in my blood. I wanted to investigate my general blood health, so I was interested in my liver function, my kidney function, my thyroid function, things like that. A bit like how you service a car, I was looking for a service for myself. And I'm happy to say that almost everything came back okay. Normal liver and kidney function, no sign of infection or inflammation, excellent cholesterol profile, normal ferritin and iron levels, normal levels of vitamin B12, folate and vitamin D, and a healthy thyroid profile. So that's all great news, happy to hear that. However, out of the 54 markers checked, 1 came back as abnormal. And if I'm being honest, it was the one I was most concerned about. I actually mentioned it in the day 1 video. Turns out that my estradiol levels are abnormally high. Estradiol is basically an estrogen hormone, and according to the blood test, a normal range for a man is between 41 and 151 picomoles per litre. My result said that I had 191, which is quite a bit above the range. The physician that commented on my blood test results said it was nothing to worry about, but I don't like the idea of everything else being perfectly within range and then having one thing that's out of range. I have a 2-step plan for this. Apparently, high estradiol levels in men can be down to excess drinking, excess body fat or being overweight, stress, and exogenous estrogen consumed. Basically, estrogen from outside sources like drinking water, eating too much soy, stuff like that. Well, I don't drink, I'm not overweight anymore, so that just leaves stress and exogenous estrogen sources. Therefore, my plan for the next month is going to be to meditate every day to reduce stress, and to start drinking my water out of glass bottles rather than plastic bottles, to filter my water, and to start storing my food in glass containers rather than plastic containers. Now, I'm skeptical that this is actually going to do anything, but it's worth a try. So, apart from this for my estradiol levels, what's my plan for the next month? Well, the sleep, workout and nutrition plan that I followed for the last month seems to be working. So I'm going to be continuing that. I don't see a reason to change that. But I will also be adding 2 additional supplements to this plan. I will be taking boron each day and also Fadogia agrestis. These were both suggested in the comments of my day 1 video, and after investigating these online, I think I'm going to give these a go. Let's see how far I can push this, right? Now, still no ashwagandha, still no tongat ali. I'm saving those in case I need a Hail Mary. So what's next? Well, the next test is going to be simpler. Probably just 10 markers looking at testosterone and estradiol especially, because these are the things I'm tracking. The other markers are nice to have, but I don't need to be looking at those every month, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll be back with another update video in a month's time, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And yeah, wish me luck. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you in the next video.